What a difference a Prime Minister makes. In her 8th day in office, Julia Gillard has called time on a bitter 2-month battle with the giants of Australia's mining industry. The government has abandoned its super profits tax and come up with a new watered-down minerals tax. Not everyone's happy, but the 3 biggest mining companies are on board, and threats they made to jobs and investments are already being cancelled. Political correspondent Greg Jennett reports.
It's peace in their time.
Today, we have a breakthrough agreement that moves Australia forward.
The tax battle ended with a whimper. The Prime Minister returned to Canberra and went straight into the Cabinet room to seal a deal with the miners. Empty wine bottles told of a late-night celebration. By morning, it was time to share the secret.
This is how you get reform done. You think, you work, you consult, you talk, you have blunt conversations, and you take the nation forward.
The resource super profits tax is dead. In its place, a new minerals resource rent tax that applies only to coal and iron ore, has a 30% rate, 10% lower than its predecessor, and cuts in at a higher profit point of around 12%. All onshore oil and gas projects like coal seam will fall under the existing petroleum resource rent tax. 2 taxes and far fewer companies to pay them.
So we're down to a couple of hundred companies, as against many thousands.
It is a better tax for the consultation. It is a better tax for the negotiation that we have had.
The Treasurer negotiated away $1.5 billion worth of revenue, and there's a price to pay. The company tax rate will still be cut from 30 to 29 cents, but then stop, cancelling indefinitely a further move to 28. A rebate for mining exploration will be scrapped. Promises to lift superannuation contributions, to invest in infrastructure and achieve a surplus still stand.
Together, we have achieved a breakthrough that keeps faith with the government's central policy goal.
Miners were quick to bury the hatchet.
Every Australian depends on the welfare of the Australian mining industry, and I think business generally around Australia will be sighing a great deal of relief this morning.
BHP Billiton says the deal is a material improvement. Rio Tinto calls it an important step forward. Xstrata has restarted stalled investments and explorations. The break with the past couldn't be more stark. All sides agree this is Julia Gillard's deal. The deadlock was only broken when she skewered Kevin Rudd, clearing the way for compromise and eventually a run to the polls. The ground has shifted, but the politics have not.
If we were to be elected, we won't need to impose a new mining tax.
They say they'll rescind it, but legislation won't hit the Parliament till next year, and when it does, the Greens come into play.
The Greens stand for the public interest here. The avid opposition stands for blocking. The government stands for back down. Those are the choices that the Australian public has here.
And the choice will come soon enough. Greg Jennett, ABC News, Canberra.